Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video which is called Why Should You Read A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara right now. Now honestly, it's been 1 week since I've finished the book and I am still very much thinking about it. It's just something that's rolling in my head, and this is like the top it's like one of the top 3 favorite books that I've ever read in my life. And also this book is one book that has broken the record. I've never given any book 5+ stars, and this book is 6 on 5 stars. So that's like a very big deal for me, because I only give books that really affect me a lot that rating, and this is a book everyone should read once in a lifetime. And hence this review is being filmed. Hence, in spite of all the noise that you heard, this review is being filmed and I'm not going to cut this video halfway, because you have to listen to, you have to read this book. You have to listen to, read, whatever you want to do it, but you have to go through the trauma I faced. You have to go through those emotions, and you have to go through that kind of emotion where someone's like ripping your heart off, cutting it into pieces, gluing it together and putting it right back in, basically. So let's just move ahead and let me convince you why should you buy this, order this book RN. Now let's start with the basics. So the basic story is very simple. It's about 4 friends, Jude, Willem, JB and Malcolm. 4 of them have been together since undergraduate school. I hope that's how you call it. So they were initially in Boston and then they moved to New York, and the book starts off from the time when they are in New York. The beauty of the book is that it kind of like switches between New York, Boston and many other places. It kind of also dwells into the backstories of all our characters. It dwells into the backstories of the characters who we meet later as well, on some level. And more importantly, it talks about this whole character driven plot. It has this whole character driven plot where things happen to our characters and we cannot help it, and then we are just sad. So that's like the whole cycle that you will see in the book. Like stated, the writing is beautiful. I think the most beautiful part of this book, the most exquisite part of the book, is writing, and writing is why you should read the book. And if you like books with good writing, then this is one of those books for you. And the only reason why this book is like crazy or it's very emotional is because Hanya Yanagihara, why do I do this every time? Hanya Yanagihara has put her story into words, into like, I don't know, like it's not poetic, it's very simple, it's very much like a plain one, but then there's something so intriguing about the writing that I really feel inspired to write. Like the author, I like her a lot. I want to read more books from her. So that's that. More books written by her to be appropriate. But anyway, another topic that this book kind of explores is friendship. I think friendship is the main theme of the book. Friendships and relationships. For someone who has come from so much trauma, for someone who has come from not a good place, not a good background, how do they deal with friendships? How do they deal with relationships? More importantly, if you come from a good background, if you come from a privileged place, then again, how do you deal with relationships? How do you deal with friendships? How do you deal with people in general? And that's what this book kind of explores on the whole. That's like a macroscopic view on the book. It talks about like relationships people share over their lifetime with other people. It talks about relationships that supposedly father-son relationships have, and more importantly, it talks about this I would say innocent belief about love and friendship, and how love can be too pure and friendship as well can be too pure. The other part of the whole book, which is actually the sad part of the book, is the grief, the suffering, the highlight on mental illness as well. I think this is one of those few books where mental illness is not romanticized, which is a very good thing. It is not something that's meant to be fixed, like many of the books that we read which have this note which says that, okay, you know what, mental illness can be fixed, or mental illness can be I would say remove because you have some sort of friendship or you have a relationship or you have people you love around you. But then the point regarding mental illness is that although like friendship relationships help, at the end of the day it comes down to what are you doing for yourself, what are you doing in order to combat that mental illness. Are you seeking medical help? Are you seeking some kind of professional help as well? So it all boils down to this whole fact that mental illness, grief, trauma, all of these form an integral part of someone's life, and it's difficult for it to completely erase. It's difficult for them to forget about it, and it kind of puts like a real light on mental illness. It kind of puts a real light on things that need to be spoken about in today's society. The other aspect of the book that I really liked a lot was, of course, I would say the plot altogether. Like the plot, how it was thought out. Like although this is a character-driven plot, it was well thought, it was well put, and more importantly, like this is like one of those very well edited books. Like I believe that this book had more words than there had to be in the book. Like I think there would have been 20,000 or 10,000 more words for this book, I'm assuming. I don't know, but it felt like it was well edited to fit the context. It was well edited to make the reader realize that yes, this is what you're getting and this is what it is. This is what you have on your plate, and now you can cry. And that is exactly like the beauty of the book, right? Like this kind of like merges with the writing point that I made, because the writing is beautiful, but the point is I think the editing as well is beautiful, because when writers write books, there are a lot of words in it, and it's the editors who become these heroes. They become the Superman or Batman for the writer and tell them that this is what we need to put in the book and this is how we need to sell it. So I think that's like another highlighting part of the book. Overall, I enjoyed this book a lot. Overall, I cried. Overall, I was crying at midnight at 2:30 a.m. while listening and reading the book as well. So, I mean, I hope this has convinced you to read it, because this is a must read book. Please read it and please let me know how did you like it. And if you don't like it, then don't talk to me and then we can forget about being friends. But if you don't like it, I mean, on a serious note, if you don't like it, please let me know why didn't you like it, because honestly I do know a few people who did not like it, and I've always been curious why. But like, you cannot say something bad about this book to me. Okay, this is a very nice book. Read it and then let me know. Thank you so much. That's it for this week. I'll see you on my weeklies. Bye.